Today let's look at how to convert an imported OBJ file into a solid body. First thing, make sure that capture design history is not turned on in this case. And if I look at this in a shaded with edges mode, so I'll turn on shaded with visible edges, we see that this is a quad mesh. Maybe if I turn off the shading and I'll just go to wireframe view, I'll go to visual style and I'll do wireframe, and even that doesn't show up so well in this color scheme. But anyways, the point that I wanted to show on this is that the imported OBJ is a quad mesh or four-sided mesh rather than a triangular three-sided mesh. And so then I'm going to come over here to the bodies folder, and I'm going to right click, and I'm going to select to change this mesh to a T-spline. And so I've got a quad mesh, and I'm going to change that quad mesh to a T-spline. I'll say OK to that. Now we can see the quads better. Then I'm going to go to the Form tab, and I'll go to the Utilities, and I'm going to select Repair Bodies, and I'm going to try to auto repair this. I'll go ahead and select the body, and I'm going to look around for any red star points, and I see that I have some up here. I'm going to click on this and hope that it repairs it. Now I'm just going to do an automatic. I'm not going to do any manual adjustments of any issues that might be found. And so I see a couple red stars down here. I'll repair that one. So I'll go through and find these. And let's see, I think there's a couple more. So there's one up here. Now this is actually only the second time that I've done this, so there might be some pro tips that I am missing in this process. I'll just select that one, and I've got one more. I think it's inside the ear over here. Alright, examine, make sure there are no more red star points on my model, and I don't see any, so I'll select OK. And then I'm going to go to the Utilities, and I'm going to select Convert, and I want to create that, turn that T-spline into a B-rep, so I'll select that body and I'll say OK to that. Now I see that I have a B-rep surface body, and I have some holes I need to close up, and so I'll go to the surface tools, and I'm going to do a patch, and I want to select this edge to patch that hole, and then I'll do a new patch, and I'll select this edge, and I'll do one more patch, and I'll select this edge. We'll say OK to that. And so now I have four surface bodies over here. I'll stitch those together, so I'll do stitch, and I'll select these four surface bodies, and we'll select OK to that. And so now we see that we have a solid body for our conversion from the OBJ file. We could put that back on visual style shaded, and that completes this lab.